This shit ain't for kids, bruh. What up everyone, it's your boy X-Manny87 here, bringing you another Marvel Legends video, and what I have for you today is the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Avengers Wave Abomination Build-A-Figure Series, Samuel Stearns, aka The Leader, action figure review. Before I get into everything, if you could please drop a like rating on the video, it'll help show your support for my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Now with that said, this was one of my most wanted A-list Marvel villains as I needed an updated leader figure by Hasbro, so let's dive in and take a closer look at the leader. Now to take a close look at the leader, and I just gotta say, wow, this head sculpt is absolutely amazing. I love it. That big ass head, man. That's like a 44 head. That thing is so sweet. I really like the veins that we see sculpted right there. So I think that's cool. Little wrinkles right there on the bottom of his forehead. And then you get those evil eyebrows. You get some more wrinkles like across the eyes right there, and he does have some very light eyeshadow. It's a darker green, as you can see. Yeah, I just like the goatee right there. You know, it's just a really nice head sculpt. And then you get the hair, which is definitely Leader's hairstyle all around. I like how it's like slicked back like that, so it's really cool. It's really dope. I am very happy with this Leader head sculpt, and it's just one of those head sculpts that captures the character's likeness. It's so nice. Just love the facial expression on this. It really looks like he's thinking and using that big ass head of his. So I just really, again, praise to Hasbro for this. This is a really nice figure. No complaints, just it missed the spot right there on the paint on the widow's peak of his hair, but nothing major. Looking at the rest of the body, he is sporting that Mr. Fantastic body mold, so I think it's a good choice for this character, and he's in his classic costume, so it's really cool. You get these nice newly added parts with the harness and the belt. So I think the harness came out really cool. It's a nice bright yellow color. I feel like my harness is a little warped. I don't know. For any of you that acquired this figure, let me know if that's normal, because another leader I saw did have the same kind of warped harness. And I really love how we get a classic design for the leader. You know, the bright yellow and orange really make this pop, and then you get this black section in the middle going down the torso. So I just really dig it. It's just one of those unique color schemes that you don't find in a lot of collections. You got the arms right there, just like Reed Richards. You know, you can pop them off, but they don't come off, you know, just because you really got to force it and pull it out. So I don't experience any type of flaw with the arms and shoulders. But one thing I will say is that it's marked BL right there, and on the other shoulder it is marked BR. So I hate that that has to be sculpted on the arms. That's just, it's bothersome. Yeah, you could cover it like this, but you know, it's just because it's there. I don't like it. In some areas, some of the paint apps were missed, so you can see that there's a yellow streak going down his tricep right there. But other than that, you know, there's this yellow gloves. I like how it's a nice bright yellow, so it's real cool to have a nice solid yellow color and not like the orange burning through the yellow paint. So I definitely like the paint choice there. Then looking at the rest of the body, you have this yellow belt, and it's, you know, you could shift it up and down however you like, but it won't hinder his waist swivel movement, so that's pretty cool. And you can also have it down like so at the very end of the waist, so you know, when you turn it, the belt won't turn with the waist. Well, it was there, but you know what I mean. Just really, you really got to slide that down, and then you should be good. See? And for the legs, you get the Pizza Spider-Man legs, and on the back, get the Leader Gamma butt right there. Nice wrinkle textures like on the lower torso right here, so that's good. And yeah, again, same pattern, nice bright orange with the yellow, and unfortunately some of the paint is a little jacked up on the boots section right here, and on the right leg, or left leg, excuse me, There's a little mishap right there, but that's about it. So that was Leader in a nutshell, and unfortunately he is another figure that does not come with accessories. But you know me, I got you. I will show you some really cool accessories that you can have him sport. Before I get into that, I just wish that accessory wise he came with like those wall crawling pizza Spider-Man hands, so you know he could fold his hands together like this. That would have been really cool. Or also an alternate head where he had that ball sack of a head. You know which one I'm talking about. Toy Biz, they made a variant of it, and that would have been really cool to see here. Anyways, as far as those cool accessories that you can use with this guy, you'll probably find some of these in my pictures. If you have the DC Universe Classics Desaad figure, he does come with this like technological harness. It actually surprisingly fits real nice too. And you could just put this here. You'll see this in one of my shots. I use this. I think it's super cool. So here is what it looks like on the Leader figure. I think this looks so freaking cool. Yeah, this was a cool accessory. I know these things, they turn. You could do something like this, or you could blast something, or just keep it down and make it look like he can fly. Little jet boosters and stuff like... But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty dope accessory to work with this guy. Next up, we have like this little torture device, and it's pretty cool. It came with the X-Men Evolution Nightcrawler action figure, I believe, and I think this is so cool because you could put this with like the Danger Room stuff, and with the Leader, I felt like this would fit. Something where he could like torture Hulk or something, you know, just try to go with that flow, let my creative juices flow. But yeah, this is pretty freaking cool. Then you could use the accessory that came with the first ever MCU Star-Lord figure. And now looking at this on him, another good choice you could work with. And finally, my favorite accessory to use for this guy comes from the 1990s Toy Biz Leader figure. I believe this was called the Murder Module or Anti-Hulk Armor. It's one of those names. You got this really cool like spike ball that can... if you hold this right here, you know, it just kind of punches. So I thought that was really, really cool. And if you hold it down, you can actually lock it in position. So if you do want a straight punching shot. And I know this thing spins around, so man, even in the 90s, like Toy Biz was ahead of its time. Look at the details on this. So this is one of my favorite things to use. And so you can put him in this like so. You just got the little clamps here. You gotta lock it around his waist. All you gotta do here, lock these, whatever they are, onto his head. Alright, so this looks freaking awesome. Wow. This is just too freaking awesome. I can't believe like 90s Toy Biz stuff still works today. It is so cool. And as you can see, his feet are not planted on the ground. But that's okay because this thing is a little slanted, so you could just kick his feet back, kick his legs a little bit, something like that. You know, that looks very evil, mad scientist type, right? But yeah, this is so damn cool. You know, you got the ray gun that swivels there, so you could do a shot of something shooting out of this if you have effect that works. And yeah, just seeing this thing, oh, this is so worth it. I'm glad I kept it after all these years. I think this figure is just the perfect height for this accessory. And I love how the clamps here, how they're leveled and they fit firmly on his head. So that looks super freaking cool. I kind of want to display my Leader like this right now. This is some dope shit right here. To go over articulation with the Leader, his head moves that far up, so that's really, really good. And then it moves that far down. It moves left, right, and he does have some pivot, and it kind of rocks around a little bit. His arms move that far up and down, all around. You got the shoulder swivel, the bicep swivel, the double jointed elbows, wrist swivel, and a wrist hinge. His ab crunch moves that far forward and that far back. You got the waist swivel, legs move that far apart, they move that far up and that far back. So you can't really get a full frontward split, but you don't really need it with this guy. It rocks around. He's got the upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and yes, heel to the gamma butt. And his ankles move up that far, down that low, and all around ankle pivot. Now for some comparisons. I won't be able to do a comparison with the Toy Biz leader as I no longer own that figure, but here he is next to the Abomination Bath and SDCC exclusive. Here he is next to some other Hulk related characters such as the Absorbing Man Bath and the A-Force She-Hulk. Here he is next to the Red and Gray Hulk. Here he is next to the 2-pack Hulk and the SDCC Hulk. And this looks so awesome together. I think this 2-pack Hulk fits best with this leader figure, but you can't go wrong with either Hulk. And finally, here he is next to his fellow wave mate Captain Marvel. I prefer the real Captain Marvel. I said the real Captain Marvel. Perfection. Alright, and now to wrap things up, my final rating is an 8 out of 10. I love the bright, vibrant yellow and orange colors. Something about classic villains with bright colors just somehow appeal to me, and that's what this figure does. It's very eye-catching, and that made me love photographing it even more. The Toy Biz one did have better articulation in some areas, but with this character, you won't need to put him in any crazy action poses like wide splits, backflips, and such. I found a lot of my shots with vanilla poses just looked so good and so right for this character. His head sculpt is super cool, and the newly tooled parts on the Mr. Fantastic body fits right for this classic version of the leader. Only bummer is no accessories, but I'm just happy that we finally get the Hulk's main arch nemesis since the Toy Biz Legends days. It's hard for me to say if this is better than the Toy Biz one. I used to have the Toy Biz one, and I know that was a good figure. Getting this one now feels like I added a new character to the shelf because I want every single character to be made or updated when I see fit. Both Toy Biz and Hasbro versions bring something different to the table and sporting different attire. It's one of those figures that you can't go wrong with either one you choose. So now I kick it back to you guys. What do you guys think of the leader? What Hulk villain would you love to see next? I'm hoping for a By-Beast Bath. I think that would be total awesomeness. That was my review. Please drop a like rating on the video, comment, we'll chat about it. Follow me on Instagram, link is in the description below. Get your Marvel Legends Gamerverse Avengers wave at Big Bad Toy Store, link is in the description below. Check out xmanny87.com to view my photo gallery, link is in the description below. Hit the notification bell so you always know when my videos are up. Share and subscribe if you're new. Enjoy the pics at the end of the video. See you on the next review. Peace, peace.